It all began normally. Josh Sundquist was homeschooled and had a close friend named Troy. They played every day after school. Until Josh got cancer at the age of 9. He had a 50-50 chance of living. However, Troy stuck with him the whole time. He did any of the activities that Josh had the energy to perform. In the end, Josh had to get his left leg amputated up to the hip. Later in life, he began his quest for love and his experiments to why every girl turned him down. The very first girl was a girl he met on a trip with his Catholic group. Her name was Sarah Stevens. They dated for not even 24 hours. Rejection after rejection. Josh had this experience with many girls. Was it because of his leg? Or his personality? Finally, Josh just let it go and went on with his education. Girls came to him. By the end of the book, Josh learned to accept himself and his flaws. A girl named Ashley Thompsonite actually liked him. Today, they are happily married. Welcome to the interview. Today, I am interviewing Josh Sundquist, the author of We Should Hang Out Sometime. Our first question is, was being an amputee hard at first?
Yes, very. I didn't exactly know how to use my prosthetic at first, but I got used to it. If I didn't have it at all, it would make my life a lot harder.
Second question. Did you experience self-doubt with people treating you differently?
Of course, a lot of the time I was babied. On a trip with my Catholic group when I was younger, I asked the director what we would be next in the schedule so that I'd know if I needed my leg or not. Some things are easier with it than without it. There was an awards ceremony and I got most likely to ask, "What are we doing next?" Some days are easier than others.
Third question. What was your overall attitude towards your leg? Was it good, bad, or just neutral?
I mean, you can't say I wasn't sad. But I wasn't entirely happy. I was neutral. It is what it is. Sometimes things happen. No, you don't always control them, but sometimes in the end you just need to embrace your situation and make the best of it.
Fourth question. Who did you feel like you had the most connection with? Who did you have almost no connection with?
I felt most at ease with a girl named Francesca Marcello. I met her in high school and we hung out a lot in our senior year. We played pool, listened to her favorite music, and a lot more. The line I used to hook up with her was "we should hang out sometime." The girl I probably disliked was creepy. It was in college when she'd either follow me around or plan her routes to see me in between classes. She would also sit behind me in the dining house. She'd finish her food right when I did, and then she'd walk 15 feet behind me on my 10-minute walk to my first class.
Question 5. How many books have you written? How does this impact your motivational speaking career?
I have written quite a few books actually. One is called Just Don't Fall. It's mainly about my life from a child up to the grown man I am now. It's also about all the hardships I've experienced. This gives me a lot more topics to bring up while speaking. Not only can I be educated about new diseases that people have, but I can also relate. Feelings and the person's ego play into this a lot.
On to question 6. How did you deal with the overwhelming feelings of your disability?
Well, there was a time when I did ask, is it because of my leg or my appearance? There was always the doubt. The doubt of not being worth it or good enough. But the night I was with Ashley at a party, I lost my balance. But the thing I love about Ashley is that she grabbed me and centered me. She kept me in control, in a happy state, and just lit up my world. That's why we're married to this day.
Question 7. If you didn't have cancer in the past and didn't lose your leg, would you think things would be different?
Most likely, yes. Maybe others would have accepted me better. But the important thing is that I've accepted who I am. The closest thing I am to normal is when I'm wearing my prosthetic. But in the end, like I said before, you have to accept your situation and move on with life. I honestly can't remember my life without my real leg. Thanks for interviewing me.
That is the end of our interview. Now, on to the review of the book. Personally, I'm extremely picky when it comes to choosing books. But this book appealed to me in a special way. As soon as I saw it, I knew I'd like it. I believe that Josh tied the book together perfectly. The book explained his many encounters with girls. Josh obviously rushing into things a little bit, he was confused why girls always said no. So he literally made little charts and notes to help him. When he went to high school, it was his first time in a public school. He had been homeschooled since. He was new to parties and high school rituals. In his journey for searching for a girlfriend, Josh wasn't even trying to hook up with a girl when he met Ashley. Sometimes you just have to let things happen by themselves. In the end, Josh is happily married, he's a public speaker, and he has a YouTube account with an estimated 300,000 subscribers.